Good evening. Welcome to this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show. My name is Leon Jones. Tonight's topic, I'm going to talk about the Dylan Rudolph case. And this is going out to a subscriber of mine by the name of Barbaric ASP 334. Shout out to you. He wanted me to give my opinion on the Dylan Roof case. So here it is. Now, looking at the conjecture of this case here, and I'm going to use a scenario, an invisible scenario, and you'll be able to cut it right down the middle and look at the answer yourself. Moving forward, Dylan Roof, the case is he went into a church in Charleston, South Carolina. It was an African American church. He killed 9 people. That was called a hate crime. What did he get for it? He has gone through trial. I believe he may have gotten life. Now, life is 30 years. So if it's 9 murders he committed, that's 30 years per murder, 270 years, that's life. Now, let's reverse the scenario. If I, as an African American, went into a Caucasian church and I killed 9 people, what would have happened to me? Would I have gotten life? Presumably, no. I'd have gotten a death penalty. Because again, you have to look at the individuals and their agenda who are on the judiciary. But you also have to take this case and look at it another way. Would it have been considered a hate crime if I had killed 9 Caucasian people? See, I'm finding the hypocrisy with this case that if a Caucasian person kills me or a gay person, it's a hate crime. But if I kill a Caucasian person, it's not a hate crime. But I will tell you this, murder is murder, no matter what type of label you put on it. Dylan Roof committed a senseless crime. And life in prison, this is going to shock you, that'll be a lot worse than a death penalty. And I'm going to tell you why. Because 40% of the inmate population is made up of African American males. So unless this Dylan Roof gets protection, and he's going to have to get a lot of protection just like your cops and your rapists, because if he goes into a prison with hardened criminals who are African American, he is going to wish he had the death penalty. Because I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. If he doesn't hang himself, he could be brutally raped. He's going to be tortured. Let me tell you, inmates do keep up with the news. And they know who's coming to their prison. And they still strike deals to individuals who are outside the prison. So now, Barbaric ASP 334, look at the situation through a tunnel vision. Take everything else out. Would you, as a black male, accept the death penalty if you killed 9 white folk in a church? Or would you accept life in prison? Just like Dylan Roof might get. Because looking at this case from a logical standpoint, I would rather have the death penalty. Now, it might seem like a contradictory argument, but take the emotion out of it and just look at it logically. And see, what I'm trying to do is go beneath the surface. This is how you do investigative reporting. On the surface, he commits a hate crime. But again, if I kill another African American, or if Dylan Ruth had killed another Caucasian person, you can put hate, you can put anything you want on it. Murder is murder, and the punishment shall fit the crime. Now, 270 years of suffering, and let me tell you something, the death penalty is a faster way out, because he's going to get in that prison, and I'm going to tell you, this is not going to be a life or a lap of luxury for Dylan Ruth. He's a young guy, and I know there are videos going around that he has spit out some racist rhetoric. That's not going to help him. Now, just like that Caucasian gentleman who killed Joe McKnight, there's going to be a lot of pressure to get Dylan Ruth put on a death penalty. It may or may not happen, but that's up to the state, the jurisdiction. Was he wrong for going inside a black church to kill 9 people? He was absolutely wrong. I don't even know what he was thinking. But you get some individuals out here who do not have a stable mind. And that's black and white. But what I'm trying to get you to see is the crime and what went on through the eyes of this madman. And because I wasn't there, I can't extrapolate the information, so the only thing that I can do is try to put together a scenario to see why he did what he did. Certainly there was outrage. But you got to ask yourself, why isn't that the same outrage in the black community with black on black crime? 300 homicides in the city of Baltimore. I live outside of Chicago. A lot of black on black crime. So we talk about the officers killing black folk, but we need to start talking about black folk killing black folk. And usually black folk killing black folk is over something that is very trivial. Stepping on somebody's foot, fighting over a woman. But I digress. This Dylan Ruth, what he did was absolutely barbaric behavior. The punishment should fit the crime. On the surface, he should get the death penalty. But see, I don't deal with the surface. That's too easy. I like to go beneath the surface and go deep. Let him go to jail for the rest of his life, and then let the inmates do what they do best. Because, you know, these inmates, they know they're not getting out. And heck, half the officers, they're afraid to deal with these inmates. I mean, I was in the state of Pennsylvania when I worked for PennDOT. And I know individuals who work for the Department of Corrections. They didn't want to be there half the time. Now, you got some monsters in prison. And I will tell you, just like the Bible says, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Again, I'd rather get the death penalty because you know it's been said in the past, give me liberty or give me death. Well, he lost his liberty by the 9 murders he committed in a church in South Carolina. So what's next? Death. But his death is going to be suffering. And it's going to be done by the hands of these savages, particularly the African American population, part of the prison system, when he arrives there. And they'll be waiting for him. And it won't be in open arms. It will not be with open arms. But they're going to make him wish he hadn't did what he did. Sometimes you don't need the court to give you justice. Vigilante justice is the best justice for this savage. Because in the end, he should have done what he did. Again, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. It is a duck. Mr. Dylann Roof will get a chance to prove his real manhood behind bars. Now again, you better hope he gets the death penalty. And that's my opinion. I hope Mr. Barbaric, ASP 334, thank you for being a subscriber of mine. Take a look at this video, see what you think. I really don't have full investigative information on this case, but I can only give you something personal, and I try to be as concrete as possible. But again, one way or another, the system is going to work against Mr. Dylann Roof. And that's this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show for Friday, December 16th, 2016. Tune into the 401 Talk Zone radio show every Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio. Guest calling number is 215-383-5785. If you like my videos, please share and subscribe to the 411 Talk Zone radio show channel so I can keep giving you quality information for educational purposes from a professional and mature perspective. And on this channel, I don't engage in any emotional, controversial topics, nor do I participate in drama or unnecessary bickering. This channel is strictly for education purposes only, and you will be required to have intelligence and a positive outlook because knowledge is power. But if you have a topic or you have a new channel or business that you would like for me to shout out over the air for you, I will do it. But you must email me at lej6521@gmail.com, and I love feedback. So leave a comment in the comment section, but make sure that your comments are pithy, no bloviating or pettifogging if you wish to opine. I give a shout out to my boy Big Body Matt Coley. Check his channel out, the brand new Big Body Trucking channel. He's in this trucking. Get over there and give him a shout out. He's got information that'll help individuals who are interested in trucking. And at the beginning of the year, my channel, I'm going to be going more toward the academia focus because I like education, and the career focus and how you can get a lucrative career. I'm going to talk more about business. So I'm going to do less of the news, because, again, you have other brothers who are doing the news. So this is going to be starting at the top of the year. So stay tuned for that. Also, if you want to see more of my videos in my channel, go into my videos and click on the links to my Twitter page and my Facebook page. And there are other brothers to whom I have listed their channels under my videos, their links. Go ahead and click on the links to their channel. I'm talking about Angry Man, Minister Jab, the Kung Fu Hustler, Obsidian, Ringo TV Raw, of course Matt Coley, Ron Wills, and to name a few others. The list is too long. They have good information. O'Shea Jackson is another person who speaks with power and conviction. Subscribe to his channel as well. And that's it for this video. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. Remember, please be gentle and respectful to each other, and have a wonderful and blessed evening. Good night.